Okay, I could have recorded this video weeks and weeks ago, but I just didn't feel like the team that I had was accessible at all. And so I wanted to make sure that I provided you a realistic team to beat this faction. And that's exactly what I did. So let's jump into it. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and we are talking about Dark Elves faction wars today in this clear of the faction. I do have Lydia, and I use her on my team, and so I didn't want to use her because obviously, right? Like, how can I use Lydia, right? Because you're trying to beat this faction, okay? Now, I believe that you can use a lot of different champions to clear this faction. I really do. I've seen people clear it with no legendaries, but I feel like it's realistic to expect you to have one. I know a lot of people have Ray by this point, but any of the damage dealers will work in this spot. I mean, should be able to put Cold Heart here, should be able to put Zavia or Foley. I've seen people use Stylar, but today I'm going to be using Ray. Okay, so we'll go over the champions and what they're going to do for us in this team, and as we run through here, okay? Now, Ray is going to be a damage dealer, but she also does a buff strip. So we're going to have a second copy of a buff strip alongside Madame Ceres. Now, obviously, Madame Ceres provides the defense down, but there's no harm in having two buff strippers. Okay. Now everybody can get Vizix, and everybody should be building Vizix. Okay. I might need to manual this unless she's gonna. Did she do both of her abilities? Might have to back out here. Oh no, we're good. No, we're not good. Yep, we're good. Nope, we're not good. Nope, I still think we're good. So then next turn, Madame Ceres is gonna strip all those. The thing with no? Why? Oh, okay, Ray's stripped it. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure that this works on auto and I don't need to jump in, but sometimes I get nervous when I'm recording for you guys here. The key to this faction is Caden. Is Caden, guys. He was part of a fusion a while back, so not as many players have him. However, he is so good. He provides decreased attack, he provides the revives, and as always, I built him with some resistance so that he doesn't get those debuffs. Now, there is another reviver. He's pretty bad, but that's another option as well. So keep in mind that there are other options for revivers. I believe there's only one other one, but we'll take a look at the faction here in a minute. Actually, Caden did get the fears there, so maybe we moved gear around or so. But, oh, maybe the fear can't be resisted. No, it can be resisted. That's weird. Anyway, normally he doesn't get debuffs on him. I think maybe I just switched to people here. Either way, this should be a clear, okay? Dark Elves is one of the easier factions, in my opinion, because the champions that are in Dark Elves are almost always a max. They're almost always a max. Like, if you have Madame Ceres, you're building her, period, end of story. If you have Ray, you're almost certainly building her. Hayden, you can run at level 50. He just needs better gear. Vizix, now that she's been buffed, is an auto build, in my opinion. Painkeeper is part of a ton of clan boss teams, and she's really good for this faction. She's one of the only healers, and she's a rare. So I definitely think that Painkeeper is a build here. And then whoever your damage dealer is. Of course, I have Ray, but, Painkeeper also bringing those cooldowns. And the clutch heals, so important, guys. So this team really works well together. We have the crowd control, we have ally protection, we have decreased attack, we have some damage dealers. I mean, this is as close to a perfect Faction Wars team as you get. Once you get Lydia, she will go in this team. She definitely will. And she will be very good for you. You see Painkeeper decreasing the cooldown of the skills there. Is Caden gonna revive for the 3 stars? Yeah, there we go. Perfectly timed, okay? And pretty close to my best time as well. All right, so you can see here, very viable team on stage 21. And I don't think that I have crazy gear on anyone. Ray's pretty well built, though. And Vizix I use in my Doom Tower team. Let's take a look at their gear, and you tell me if they're crazily built in the comments below. Here is my build. Who else is missing? Oh, Caden. Oh, Caden's missing gear. Okay, so I mean, we'll show you Caden's stats without the gear, and then I'll put some stuff back on him. But you can see, like, Caden didn't even need full gear. He's missing 3 pieces, and we still cleared the faction, and he was still alive at the end. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you get when you have a good synergistic team. All right, so wait, did I ever book Ray? Yeah, okay, all of these champions are booked. Physics is booked as well? Yes, okay, I think she's great to book. I just didn't remember if I got around to it. They all have masteries because I use them all in different areas of the game. Caden, I got masteries just for this original clear, though, when I needed a little bit more damage. Let's take a look at total stats. Vizix has defense and HP, some speed, and I built her with 100% crit rate and crit damage, as well as accuracy, as well as some resistance. So if you can't achieve this build, just cut out the resistance and the attack part, keep the HP defense and the accuracy. Or maybe just drop the crit damage and just leave her at, use crit rate gloves instead of crit damage gloves. Ray does not need these stats, guys. She does not. I use her in one of my main arena teams, so she needs this speed. And to be honest, she needs more accuracy than that. But most people would build her similar to the 100, 220 kind of damage range. Madam Ceres I have in immunity. But if you are using an accuracy chest, which that one's pretty bad, and an accuracy banner, it's not that hard to get to these stats. 232, some HP and defense, and then a pile of accuracy. Caden. Caden has HP and defense, super slow, a little bit of resistance, but we need more, and not really enough accuracy. Painkeeper is in a toxic set. She's in my clan boss team, so this is the speed that I need her at. She has some crit stats, but really her stats are unimportant. You can stack her up with HP if you want. So let's throw a couple. Here's how I would actually gear Kate. Okay. First of all, we need 1 perception piece. 1 perception. And crit rate and resistance doesn't need a triple accuracy. Speed and accuracy, that one's probably good, and it's 5-star. And then we will go back up to Mortal. That's a pretty nice shield. Obviously, he doesn't need that. I would kind of like something with speed on it. Speed and HP. I guess he could use some more resistance as well. If I have another option unequipped, we'll just take this one. I'm sure that that's fine. And then let's put a ring on that finger. That's an attack ring. That's a no. Ideally, we would want a defense ring, but as our defense. Ring, defense, equipped. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could put this one on and then level that up to 12 real quick. I do have link for blue stacks in the description below if you want to speed up your gear rolling like this. I've gotten a lot of clicks on those links, but you have to actually download Raid. So you click on the Raid icon and download Raid onto BlueStacks in order for me to get credit. So if you want to help me out, please do that and follow that procedure. And if you, if you just want the BlueStacks, then go ahead and do that as well. So here would be Caden's stats closer to my what I would want for it. 50,000 health is always the goal for Faction Wars. 3,100 defense, and just some incidental other stats. Now we're doing much better with the resistance and accuracy. I would like this resistance up at 251, but I'm not willing to mess around with that right now on camera, especially seeing as how we beat that boss pretty comfortably. So in terms of Dark Elves, all the Legendaries are good. The only one I might avoid would be Astrolith. She's so difficult to use. Even Rule can do some damage for you. So any of the Legendaries that you have can work. Even Vizier. Vizier is kind of hard to keep alive, but if you have a traditional clan boss team where he has a lot of defense and HP, I think he can still be good for you. Spider is not the one that I'm talking about. I get him and his brother confused. Fang Cleric is the other reviver in the faction. Oh, you know what? Blind Seer is also a reviver. Yep, okay, so there's 3. Let me know in the comments below if there's more than that and I'm just forgetting. I think that the majority of the epics are not bad, okay? Delver is a trash can. Never use her on any account for any reason. People do like Luria and Lua, but I feel like they're super mediocre. Crimson Helm and Captain Tamila and Warden are all good early games, so if you have them, you could probably use them, but I don't recommend investing in them. I would try to leave them at 50. The real heavy hitters here are Caden. I don't think you'll have Ryan before, Rian, excuse me, before you beat this faction, but if you do, then definitely build her. Sylar's great, obviously Madame Saris. And in terms of rares, the only ones that I would mess with would be Cold Heart, Painkeeper, and then you could use a Paragon. Kale is fine as well. So, I guess Sniper would work, but I don't recommend it. I think that that's it. I feel like this is a very customizable faction. Like, whoever you have, you should be able to build a team that will work. Like, I think no Legendaries would work. Like, if you had a Luria or a Lua built as a damage dealer, and like I said, Cold Heart can work. She's just really hard to keep alive. So, that's all for me today. I hope that this turned into something very accessible for you. Find those revivers, like Caden or whoever, and use them in your faction wars. It makes those clears so much easier. Let me know who you cleared it with in the comments below. And this is another installment in your Auto Faction Wars 21 series. Check the playlist at the end of the video for the other factions that I have done. I only have a couple factions left to do. And that'll do it for me here today. I'm MtgJedi. You guys have a great day.